Keith Sweat twisted. So I don't watch the Oscars in general, but I will say this: I'm very proud of some of the things I've seen happening. I think entertainment has a way of humanizing you. I think entertainment has a way of making you more accessible. There were societal norms that are starting to be shattered. It went from Oscars so white to not so white at all. Sure. I think that they're finding out that black and brown and other people telling stories has a resonance because other people want to see them. You just look at Girls Trip and how financially successful that was. Get Out, I know how critically and financially successful that was. Black Panther, Shadow, between those three movies, it's almost $2 billion in revenue generated, and a lot of it is worldwide because the popular adage used to be, oh, the black comedies don't translate, or black movie stars don't make any money, or this, but we're starting to see those shattered. We're starting to see those. Entertainment humanizes people. Everybody talks about how Black Panther was just a movie. But how many times have you seen somebody that did something and they told you about a movie that inspired them, or a book that inspired you? Can't. Whenever white supremacists get arrested, it's always Catcher in the Rye or Mein Kampf. They read those books. Oh, well, entertainment doesn't matter. Books don't matter. They don't change anything. Movies don't change. Oh, the books don't change anything. How about the Bible? Oh. I am glad to see that not only are these artists doing things that people said were impossible, but they're doing them boldly and at a level that is noteworthy, a level that's award-worthy. Entertainment humanized. I think the LGBTQ movement moved on because they had Ellen and Glee, and that humanized them to people. Like like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X had to suffer and lose their lives and march. They had to do all those things. Look, Ellen did more in 2 seasons, accomplished more in 2 seasons for the LGBTQ community. She did more by the season finale than Martin was able to accomplish because they humanized. I watched Kobe Bryant win an award, starting to look at people differently. The thing that really annoyed me about that was that they talked about his rape allegations. I respect the Me Too movement. I just wonder when the statute of limitations, how far do we go back? Yeah, Kobe, had those are horrible allegations, and that's bad. But what about Thomas Jefferson? And he's on money. So how far are we going to go with that? And how far are we going to bring that up? And the thing that made me the proudest is that I'm seeing black people do things that people thought was impossible. You do not understand how hard it is to have some of these. Jordan Peele got an award, and the first black person to get an award for the best original screenplay, Get Out. And ironically, when a black man tried to pitch a movie in Hollywood, that's exactly what the executive said to him. Followed by, and your sequel is, don't bring that shit in here again. So I'm very proud. That's a little note from the GED section. We got the Jazz Report coming up in 15 minutes. It's the D.L. Hughley Show.